Welcome everybody! I am Crash2525 and look at this. Look at what I have done. So I said in the last episode that I wasn't really happy with this area and that it looked kind of empty and bare and didn't really belong and nothing was working together. Well, I went and fixed it. I took out everything that was mossy except for on the little rock formations because I didn't have a problem with those. I took out everything mossy, I took out all the gravel and made it mostly stone brick and then just threw in some other ones that complemented it. Not too sure about how I'm feeling on the stone slabs, but it doesn't look terrible. So I think I'm going to keep it. And then I added these bushes around the outside just to make it, just kind of to tie it together. And I think it turned out really good. So I'm happy. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I added also, to get some lighting, I added some glowstone down here. I don't know how it looks at night yet. I actually haven't seen it yet, but it should be good. So, plans for the episode. I have a couple that I am tossing around, a couple ideas that I'd like to do that include building a horse stable right about here and building a wheat farm, I think, because let me explain this premise to you. So in the last episode, we made a cow farm and a sheep farm, and I said between episodes I was gonna get their numbers up, and it was gonna I'm saying look because I'm making that look better. I went and expanded the path a little bit, made it a bit more noticeable, also so I didn't clip on the sides of it and stop sprinting, because I would do that a lot. But as I was saying, in the last episode we did these and I said that I would get their numbers up. The numbers are getting up, but not as much as I would like them to be. And what do you need to breed cows and sheep? A wheat farm. So we might do that as the main focus of today, but I do want to get the horse stable built over there because I think it's something I need rather than just this. This is like borderline animal cruelty. I feel bad about him just sitting in here forever. Don't worry, I feed him. So I think I'm just gonna, for right now, get together some resources to build the I'm at a loss for words. What is it called? A horse stable. Yes, I honestly forgot what it was called for a second. I'm going to get some materials together to build that, and then we're going to build it up, make a nice little path over to it, and it's going to be great. So, see you in a sec. And just to show you what this looks like at night, I think this definitely looks kind of cool. But I'm thinking that we're going to need to put something probably below every other leaf or something like that, just because this isn't enough to keep mobs from spawning over here. And while I'm not completely concerned about it, because a pretty nice bow, pretty nice axe, at the same time I feel like it could be brighter. So I'm probably going to do that real quick and then come back when it looks better. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Alright, it's probably not too noticeable because the sun's starting to come up, but there is a lot more light around here, and it feels like it's a lot better. I think I need to put one here, but other than that, yeah, I think this is enough light. Maybe one under these. So yeah, problem solved. Now to work on the horse stable. And we're back. So this is the place where we're going to build it. I've marked off the size on what I want this. I didn't want it directly like in line with this, so I brought it out a bit. So we're gonna build 3 different horse pens, and the reason for that is simple, is because there's 3 different types of things that I want. We got no name horse over there. Like, seriously guys, give me a name, because I have not gotten a name yet. Also, we have this guy over here that I've captured. He's stuck in a hole. So we have him, and then I would like to eventually get a skeleton horse, so we'll always have a space open for that. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and build it. I'm thinking of mainly following that design, but I don't know if I want to do stone walls or what I want to do. So I guess we're just gonna kind of build it and see how it goes. I'm just gonna get to it and then come back to you when it's done. All right, see you in a sec. All right, this is what I got so far, and I'm actually kind of liking this. So I'm probably going to continue with this build theme. The only thing I'm kind of hung up on right now, I don't know how to transition this. I might just do this side and then that side and then try to do the middle afterwards. But as for right now, I don't really know how to make that roof open up again, because I want to make an opening on every one of them. I don't know how I'm going to make it look for the center. I'm probably just going to turn that stair, but I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to build up that side and figure out the center, so I'll be right back. Alright, and I've gotten the roof done, and I'm kind of liking it. Like, it took me a while to figure out this part. You see how... see how I kind of have like two stairs and then I have the slab running across the top, kind of like with that. I went through a couple iterations of that. I didn't know quite how I wanted to do it, and I was not happy with how thin this little segment looks, but I'm honestly kind of happy with it. I haven't gotten a look from like up here yet, because I do want to get a look from higher up. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Yeah, I'm definitely going to stick with that. Alright, so roof done. Now we just got to worry about the bottom area. I don't know what I want to do for the walls. If I want to make actual walls or just put in like fences or something. Or trapdoors maybe. But I don't know. The more I'm looking at the inside of this, the more I'm thinking that I want to do walls now. So I'll probably do something along the lines of this type of stuff, where I just mix these four into walls and just call it that. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. So yeah, alright, so I'm going to get cracking on that, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, see ya. That was awkward. Bad transition. And it is done. I really actually like the way these walls came out. I was very suspicious and very reluctant in some ways, but I think it looks really good. I didn't picture it looking this good with solid walls. And then between them, I just put this pattern of fences up here and then mirrored them down here. I put that one post because I had two left over, so I just threw them up there. I originally just had one layer of fence, but I realized whatever horse is going to be in here, in the center bit, would be able to hop the fence, because I originally put that guy in here, and then I moved him over, and then sorted this out, because he jumped up on here, and then his hitbox was too wide, so he could just span the gap and then stand on this one. So I put another one up, so in the future they won't be able to, because their AI doesn't let them jump, and even so, I mean, you can't. So, that's the ceiling, by the way. I just put half slabs up and some glowstone, because I realized otherwise it was going to be very dark. And then I put trapdoors on the trap daps on the glowstone, just for some extra woody effect. So yeah, it's almost done. I wouldn't say it's done. I still need to make a path over to it. So that's what I'm gonna do now, funny enough. Oh, imagine that. So yeah, I'm just gonna get working on this path and then probably call it there. So yeah, be back in a sec. And for the big reveal, there it is. I'm really happy on how this turned out. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it is now, but man, it looks good. So yeah, I love paths. I love paths so much. They just bring such a lived-in vibe to everything. I mean, if you guys can remember what this looked like even before the path was here, it's just all just grass. And it was just so empty, and now it looks so lived in, and I'm so happy. So happy. Alright, so just put up a bunch of, the same type of blocks, and put up the greenery, and then I put some glowstone underneath so that no mobs would spawn. I'm probably gonna have to put some more, but like under here or something, but I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'd like to be safe, so I'm gonna put one. Do I even have any glowstone in my inventory? Nope, I don't. So I'm gonna put a couple in the ground underneath some leaves. But other than that, I think we're done basically with this. And it's sad to say because this was actually really nice to work on for once. I actually really enjoyed doing this. Alright, that as fun as that was, you know what they say, all play and no work is very unproductive. So, I was actually going to end the episode there because I spent a lot of time working on that, but the video was only about 8 minutes long or something like that, or like 10 minutes, something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and build the wheat farm because we need wheat, because cows and sheep. And in general, it's just another source of food, in case we ever want to do more breeding stuff, which I imagine we will with the sheep especially. Maybe make a wool farm eventually. But either way, it will also work with carrots and potatoes and beetroots, so it'll be good. The next step after that will be making a bone farm, but I don't know about that one. That'll definitely be next episode. But yeah, the one I've already picked out a design on what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do, of course, Impulse SV's Nano Farm, which works in basically. I could fit it right here, and I intend to put it right here, because that space already has some. That's got the fish farm. I don't really want to put it there because it's small and that's a huge space. I'd rather wait for something bigger. So I'm gonna put it right here, and it works in a 1x1 space with some redstone around it. So I think it'll look nice and snug right here. The only thing I'm thinking is that it's not. These are all even, and the design is odd. Oh well. So I'm gonna breed up these cows real quick and these sheep, and then I'm gonna get the materials together, and we're gonna build ourselves a wheat farm. So be back in a sec. Alright, so I got everything together. It's not really much that you need to build this, and I'm gonna kind of take you through how to do it. So I'm gonna be putting it in these 3 blocks. You're gonna need, for the way I'm doing it, I adjusted the redstone slightly. You're gonna need 4 across, but the actual bulk of it will be in 3. So what you're gonna want to do is go 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm missing a piece of dirt actually. It's kind of important when you're dealing with farming stuff. So make a U the same way you'd be making a boat, and then put the dirt right there. And then you're going to need 1, 2, and then temporary block 3 dispensers like this. You're going to want to fill these up with bone meal eventually. Take this one out, and that's where the water is going to go, right behind here for the crops. Then I'm just going to do this ahead of time. And you come off the back here with a comparator. Go 3 dust, and you get me some slabs. Like that. Go. I could have put it on the side of this. Hey, opportune sunflower. That doesn't work. Great. Ugh, wasting time. This is why I don't like, this is why nobody likes doing redstone on camera, because it's just slow and boring. So then one needs to go here, being there, and then need a solid block here and here. You're gonna want to put redstone across all three, down here and there, and then you're gonna want, see if I have the materials, as I do, put a lever on this block. You might want to put an indicator block right there to show you it, but then if you listen, oop, subtract mode. That's very important. Make sure you put the comparator into subtract. But then it'll keep going, and that's very loud, so I'm going to turn that off. But it'll keep going and going. So then you just go ahead and put water in. You can do it like that, it won't really matter. And then just make sure you put your slabs in. One is going to go right up here, and the other is going to go right there. So then it is too dark in here for a crop to be sustained. And do I have seeds on me still? No. I'll grab a seed as an example. So when you put it in here, it'll stay there, but as soon as it gets a block update like that, it'll realize, oh, it's too dark in here for me to exist. So it'll pop right out. But when you have bone meal in these three dispensers, it'll say, oh, sure, I don't have enough space to be here, but let me real quick get 3 shots of bone meal and get fully grown. So instead of just putting the seed in and then it falling off like this is happening, instead what will happen is it will grow all the way, because there's 3 bone meal and usually that's all it takes, and then it will you'll be able to get the crop back instead of just the 1 seed. So it works with wheat, beetroot, potatoes, and carrots. It doesn't work with the pumpkins and melons, obviously, because there's no place for them to grow. But you can just sit here and AFK even, and it'll just go. Now, that may be the case on how to build it fully, but that doesn't account for if you're going to be AFK, because your inventory will probably fill up very quickly. So to prevent that, I am making this completely AFKable. Putting a hopper there, going into the chest. Now you say, oh, well, oh, wait a minute, will that pick it up? Hold on, I want to test this, because I might be just dumb. I gotta close that back up again. Come on, come on. I want to be quick about this. I don't want to look dumb for a while. Oh, did it pick it up? Oh, I was gonna do the trick where you shove a hopper minecart into the block and then it picks it up, but I forgot that farmland is not a full block. So for anybody out there that wants to make this completely AFKable, that's all you have to do. Just hopper in a chest. So I'm actually going to make this a double chest. And just to make it look good, I'm closing it off. Just so it looks... oh, crap. There we go. Just so it looks nice and orange all the way back. Just for quality of life, honestly. So then I guess... that was a lot easier than I expected. But I guess the last thing is to put in some bone meal and try it out. So... and then just flip the switch. Yep. See that? You see the wheat coming through, right? I am picking up a lot of this, so I don't even know if it'll work AFK, but once your inventory is full, it'll start picking it up. I guess that, well, the seeds aren't really going up much, so I'm guessing it's picking up a lot of it. Oh, I think I'm already out of bone meal. Yep, already out. This is why we need a bone farm. But, oh, Yeah, that would. Oh no. Oh no. I just did it again. I did it again. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, that's good. Well, thank you, fortuitous accident. Not that it's really fortuitous, but fortunate that it didn't break anything. So thank you for not breaking anything. Oh, I got a seed. It picked up one thing, but the idea is once your inventory fills up, it's gonna get picked up. Don't worry about it. So that works though, and now we have 54 wheat, so I can breed those guys basically to my heart's content. Yeah, I'm happy with this now. I'm really happy. I got a wheat farm now. That's all I really wanted. So next episode, definitely we will be doing the mob grinder, probably just to get skeletons, because that was the rest of my bones that I just used, and it took how long to get all the way through it? Yeah. So I guess that's really all I wanted to do for this episode. So if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. It means a lot to me. It shows me that you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. It gives me motivation to keep going. If you have a friend that you think will like it, share it around. There's many alternative or options on where to share it. If you really like it and don't want to miss another episode, hit the describe button. Yes, tell me how my show is. Tell me what my show is. The describe button. Yeah. Hit the subscribe button if you never want to miss an episode. Hit the notification button to make sure that it shows up in your sub, or that you see it, because sometimes it doesn't show up in sub boxes for whatever reason. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say, so goodbye, everybody!